Okay, this is another recording for applications of yoga. I am faculty yoga, Tejpur Central University. So let us see what is there here. So if we are going to see the field of applications of yoga, there are many, but we have highlighted a few of them. One of the field is medical, which is a very important field. Then another is social, personal, cultural, spiritual, business, health and well-being, research and nation building. So we have basically grouped into this applications. Although yoga has wide-ranging applications, but we have tried to sum up in these fields. So now you see the application in medical field, what application yoga has in the medical field. So of recently or in the past few years, yoga has vast application in medical fields and it's growing, and it includes therapeutic, which includes curative, preventive healthcare. This section is growing in a big way. So yoga can be said to be one of the best preventive healthcare system in the world, because it helps us to take care of our own health, manage our own health. In fact, not only health, our well-being, our human values, spiritual values, all that yoga encourages us: a better living, a motivated living, a quality living. This is what yoga does to us. And then it is widely used in curing neuromuscular skeletal problems. Those skeletal problems are growing, back problems are going, neck problems are going, okay, shoulder problems are going, knee problems are going, leg problems, ankle. So wide ranging problems, musculoskeletal problems are neuromuscular skeletal problems are growing, and in this yoga helps a lot. It has a very good effect in solving back problems, endocrine problems, and a lot of them. Okay, many problems. Yoga is widely used in solving mental problems, psychological problems, psychiatric disorders, psychosomatic. Psycho and somatic means, psycho means related to mind and somatic to the body. So neurological problems. Yoga is extremely useful in treating stress, depression, anxiety related disorders, and the worldwide it is seen that mental health problems are growing. There are problems like OCDs, obsessive compulsive disorder. There are problems like ADHD, attentional deficit hyperactive syndrome. There are bipolar diseases. There are diseases like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. Okay, these are growing worldwide and in India too. This is a result of the lifestyle that we currently pursue and the amount of stress and anxiety that we have in our life. So yoga helps in vastly reducing the stress and all these factors, and that is how it helps in reducing of psychological problems, mental problems, psychiatric problem. Again, in lifestyle diseases, it helps in reducing obesity, diabetes. Even the American Heart and Diabetes Association recommend 1 hour of exercise, which we can easily translate into a yoga, because yoga it's a total holistic approach. It works on the mind, it works on our respiratory function, it works on our brain, it works on our spiritual level also. So yoga has a wide ranging application in medical field, and the good thing is that it is growing. Now another aspect is that social aspect. Yoga has good effect on our social life, though it improves interpersonal relationship with people at large. Yoga helps us to grow socially and connect with people in a positive way. So it improves our interpersonal relationship, and as interpersonal relationship improves, social lives too improves. Yoga helps to grow socially and connect with people in a positive manner. Okay, so that also happens. In fact, even crime rates go down in society as yoga, because yoga promotes a good well-being, a good mental attitude, a healthy attitude. Um, a restrained mind, a controlled mind, a positive mind, which in a way translate into a crime-free society. Okay, crime is after all the reflection of the mind, and if the mind is healthy, the society is healthy. Crime rates definitely come down. Okay. Personal. Uh, if we look at the personal aspect, change has to start from ourselves. Yoga says yoga gives us positivity, the ability to love. It helps us to gain self-control. It helps us in emotional regulation, anger management, disciplined lifestyle, in a disciplined lifestyle. So anger management, emotional regulation, a loving and a friendly attitude towards people, conflict management. It helps us the importance of team values, working with teams. Yoga helps in self-reflection and grow internally. It helps in self-reflection. We can go at times within our own being and see what's wrong with us, and it helps us to reflect internally. Instead of finding faults with others, we find the faults within ourselves. We grow internally. Okay, instead of criticizing others, we work on ourselves. The only person to beat is we ourselves. Okay, we don't compete with others in yoga. We compete with ourselves. So it helps us in controlling or reducing our expectations from others, our desires from others. In developing of EQ, IQ, it helps us become conscious. As a EQ is in emotional quotient, IQ is intelligent quotient. It instills in us human values, which is very important: truth, non-violence, self-control, patience, compassion. Okay. So culturally, yoga is deeply rooted in our cultural ethos. It is an integral part of our ancient living and value system. So it is culturally again a very important factor. It's very much rooted into our Indian ethos, that we have to do daily yoga, we have to get early in the morning, we have to bath, and we have to meditate, we have to pray. So these are all yogic ethos which are deeply rooted in our cultural ethos. We have to sleep at a proper time, we have to get rid of addictions, or we should not go towards addiction, we should keep good company. These are all cultural ethos which are deeply planted in our cultural ethos. Again, yoga is not religious but a highly spiritual practice. Spiritual values are universal in nature, they do not belong to any religion. Like love, it's a universal practice, in all religion. Compassion, it is there in every religion. Okay, yoga's primary goal is to unite the mind, body, and soul, and to unite the individual consciousness with the universal soul or cosmic consciousness. And one of the aim is to unite the mind, body, and soul, and to unite the individual consciousness with the universal consciousness, and gradually we can move towards it. So it's a difficult practice, but with the time we can move towards it. We can restrain ourselves, and the higher goals of life can be achieved. Even the Vedas subscribed their four aims of life, and among them, one of them is moksha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So moksha is, dharma is, this is also one goal of yoga. Okay, one of the aspects that is not covered in this slide is that it remained to be covered. So I would like to expect two more things. That is, one is research. Research is growing in the field of yoga. Research is widely going in the field of yoga. So by research we mean medical research basically, and especially psychological research, medical research, research in the field of brain, research in the field of cardiovascular diseases are growing in the field of yoga, in lifestyle diseases, and we are getting worldwide this is happening, and we are finding some interesting developments, some positive developments, especially in the field of stress reduction, anxiety reduction, mental health, cardiovascular diseases, neuromusculoskeletal disorders. These are the fields, endocrine disorders. These are the fields yoga is finding wide ranging applications, and research is taking very fast. And in the best of universities across the world, research is taking place with the latest of gadgets, with all the new medical techniques. In fact, psychological research, in fact, research into the field of brain, which include behavioral research, functional research, how the brain functions, the functional aspect of the brain, the structural aspect, whether structural changes are also taking place in the brain due to yoga. There are longitudinal research, means long-term research. This is also happening in the field of yoga. Another thing is that it helps in nation building. Yoga has a wide ranging application, because all this translates, all these positive things translate into nation building. A healthy nation, a happy nation, a nation where the individual is healthy, where the individual is happy, where he has, where he, where we his, what should I say, whether he is not dependent on others for his help. When he takes care of his own health, when he takes care of his own, he has healthy habits, he practices a disciplined approach to life, then automatically the nation grows. There is a crime-free society due to yoga. We have a richer values because of yoga, and this richer values of Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa, this helps in growing the nations better. So yoga has a wide role in nation building too. We become conscious citizens, we become empowered citizens, we become disciplined citizens, a drug free society. So this all leads to nation building. So basically this is in little, in small, the small the various aspects of yoga, or various applications of yoga, we can say that. So thank you so much. I hope this video will help you. Thank you so much.